Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today, I am going to read out you the article on Humanist Action for 21st Century written by Dr. G. Vijayam, the atheist leader. Atheism and humanism are not merely a philosophical and intellectual tradition, but also a plan of action. The efficacy of atheism and humanism are intricately intertwined with its ability to tackle the real life problems that confront the people. In the 20th century, we had witnessed the rise and fall of many isms and the action plans associated with them. Many systems, institutions, ideologies, philosophies, and the religious traditions lost their moorings and went into the oblivion. They failed to live up to the expectations of the people. Hence, either they were rejected outright or left way aside as they were not in tune with the rising expectations of the people. In this age of science, democracy, mass communications, spread of education and enlightenment, people are not ready to accept any ism or plan of action which will not cater to people's needs and aims and aspirations. Democracy is the hallmark of progress and the battle cry of the 20th century. Democracy weathered many a storm and proved its ability to cater to the needs of the people in the 21st century. Atheism, humanism, and democracy are inseparable. They aim at strengthening the democratic and secular ramparts with God. Humanism strives for further widening the scope and enriching the content of democracy. But one thing is certain: mere political democracy, unaccompanied by economic and social democracy, will not safeguard the interests and will be unable to tackle the life problems of the people. Hence, humanism aims at devising ways and means to further strengthen the democratic values, human rights, individual freedom, and enhancing democracy as a way of life. Humanism is intensely political in its action, social in its commitment, and egalitarian in its outlook. Humanism for the common man is its goal. It translates into action the age-old dictum: human being is the measure of all things. All institutions, systems, organizations must exist for the welfare of the common man and women. It aims to attain through its actions the Antyodaya unto this last. Human beings are the makers of the systems and they have full freedom to make them and unmake them. Through its action, humanism demonstrates that there is no supernatural power which guides the destiny of the people. God is only human imagination and humans became slaves of their own imagination. Humanism reduces diffidence and increases confidence among people that they are the masters of this situation. Centuries of religious subjugation inculcated fear psychosis among people. It took away initiative and confidence. The feeling of diffidence and lack of initiative made people submissive and took away from them a sense of independence. Humanism, through its action, reinstates and inculcates a sense of purpose and commitment and makes them realize their own immense potentiality. It is not the color of the skin or gender, but it is the content of character which should be criterion for judging a person. His or her abilities should be sole criterion for the respect he or she should command. In spite of tremendous scientific advancements in this century, the challenges for humanist action will be very many. The new challenges need careful understanding and concerted and continuous effort to tackle them. The individual well-being is intricately interconnected with the collective action for the welfare of all. Islands of affluence cannot continue for long as there are oceans of poverty and the rising tide of inequality. Hence, the humanist action will be collective in nature and humanists will make common cause with all the like-minded to achieve their goals. The non-religious spectrum is very wide, encompassing humanism, atheism, rationalism, free thought, secularism, and agnosticism. The non-religious people in different countries of the world are known by different names due to historical, sociological, political, economic, and cultural reasons. In order to face the challenges and the onslaught of religion, obscurantism, fundamentalism, and authoritarianism, they should strive together. They keep their individual identity but unite together in action for the attainment of the common goals in the 21st century. Strength lies in unity and unity of purpose as well as in making a common cause. All other differences look infinitesimally small as it is the common cause that unites them transcending other differences. Each individual, institution, or organization continue to be unique, but we live in the one world. We are one humanity. And from here, we'll continue in the next episode again. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to this channel Positive Atheism and activate the bell icon.